China has about 1.4 billion barrels of the stock. US about 400 or 600 million barrels. So if they start using, I'm sure China will be using. If I don't know whether about US, because US has other options. So that will stabilize to some extent. It may not allow the oil to be shooting to say 100, 130, which is being spoken about.
We are not going back to the Fukushima days, right?
No, we are not going back. But I'm saying whatever we do, there'll be some changes are going to happen. That is at least
Obviously. It all depends on whether the war stops here or only one strike at a large oil field
absolutely
can change
because
everything.
absolutely.
LNG, it is coming all
LNG,
from Kuwait
yeah,
and
we don't have any other sources so far than Gulf. I mean, we have to maybe develop something. That's a very important part of it. Transport cost, logistic cost is going to go up substantially, and
you have
that
to
will
take
have
a circuitous route.
absolutely, absolutely. That's going to go up. And Venezuela is nothing. It's only 1 million barrels. Is absolutely no match for any of these. So far, people
No.
are.
That
I
too
heard
will take
somebody
a
was
long
talking.
5 years to come.
Yeah. I heard somebody talking about Venezuela. That has no effect. Of course, some US oil may come, but
Please understand that China used to buy
the
all
bigger
the cheap discounted oil from Iran and Venezuela.
90% Chinese oil are from Iran.
Right. So if any country is most affected, it
It's
is China. Suddenly, the abode of peace, Dubai, is affected. Now, what will be the long-term impact of this disruption?
But
So
it's going to
you are expecting our reach and super reach to find alternate addresses.
they may reconsider Dubai.
So I knew a PSU director,
Yeah.
right? A power PSU. So he owned 2 apartments in Dubai. I don't have to tell you from where the money
How
came.
did you own this?
Right. So I'm happy if his asset price goes down. So the
Come
asset
down.
price will go down, right?
Yeah, asset price will go down. It will go down. Of course, it will go down. But anyway, coming back to our Indian economy, we are getting affected. And once it settles, then only maybe we'll get some reprieve, I
Some
believe.
more contracts.
Some more. So right now, we have to just sit back and relax and see exactly
So
how it is.
our reaches might be concerned seeing their asset values going down. Hi, welcome to Podcast with Pratim. I have with me Mr. Subhendu Moitra, old friend and investment banker, director of Quas Advisors. Welcome, Subhendu.
Hi.
We will discuss today the most obvious topic at this moment is the impact on investments, markets, and economy after the Iran-Israel-US, whether we should call it attack or a suicidal attack, I don't know. We have perhaps disturbed everything over there. There will be long-term impacts of these, in my understanding. So, over to Subhendu. The market opened today at 2,000 points below. I think later it just recovered a little, but obviously this was expected. So, how do you see the immediate impact on the economy?
See, the immediate impact, let us analyze that. I personally don't believe this will be too long a contest like, say, Russia-Ukraine. I feel it will be a shorter kind of version. That's my expectation, of course, considering the situation of, the adversaries, the strength and difference in strength kind of things, and supports also, especially to Iran. I don't find much of support. So going ahead, it will be challenging, but having said that, it is not a very easy situation. So till this situation is like this kind of effect is expected. So the share market has gone down 2000, now I think it's 1300 down. I'm thinking Sensex, which is very natural in such kind of uncertain situation. Our dollar rupee that has fallen, rupee has been weakened against dollar. And we have a huge risk, we believe, especially on the oil, because Iran has blocked that Hormuz, that particular strait. And you have to see the Hormuz takes about 20 million barrels per day, which is equal to India-China's one-day use. So that's quite, and changing suddenly is not that
Actually,
easy.
it's not about mere Hormuz because the Red Sea movements were already
Yeah,
restricted
it was there, but
because of
this,
Houthi and these things.
yes,
So
but
now, on top of that,
yes,
the
just a stop.
this side was peaceful. So
But
this has got disturbed, which
I,
means the
I want
oil.
to add one thing. If you look at the Houthis, there's a very interesting geopolitical angle to that. They never attacked any of the Chinese vessels. Just look at them. So it didn't affect China to that extent. Having said that, there are some stabilizing factor. Of course, there may be some changes in logistic. That is one. Plus, China has about 1.4 billion barrels of the stock. US about 400 or 600 million barrels. So if they start using, I'm sure China will be using. If I don't know whether about US, because you have other US has other options. So that will stabilize to some extent. It may not allow the oil to be shooting to say 100, which is being spoken about. Already it was 70s, now it should go to 80. I'm sure it'll go today 80 or even go to 90. But 130 looks difficult if the China uses its own storage, strategic storage. So that is one angle of the oil. But with all this, there will be some negative effect of the economy of India because of the fact, especially when the war is on, because of the fact that we are a huge importer of the energy, especially oil, and LNG has. We do not have any other source of LNG. We have other sources of oil, like say Russia or something, but LNG is fully dependent on the Gulf. So there'll be effect on that, and there may be chance of inflation. There will be naturally the our development, our growth may come down. So these effects will be there till the war continues. That is a very
I think
important part.
what you are saying is largely applicable to everyone.
Everyone, yeah, yeah. I'm not saying it's for India.
Right. So it
It's
is
for
generic.
everyone. But
It is
but
generic
because we are a
insofar
large
as
importer, so effect is more. That's what I'm saying.
that's
Yes,
right. Insofar as reserves are concerned, so we also have 85 days of reserves.
right.
I'm not talking about the strategic reserve, which is probably 10, 12 days, but
Yes,
the refiners have their own reserves.
yes, right. So I'm saying is again. I'm saying it's a very short term. We may not have much of
And what we have noticed after the Ukraine crisis or during when they just the war began, right? You may remember that the oil was shooting up,
yeah.
but it then came down. Part of the reason is today you have huge. See, US is trying to sell its oil. Russia wants to sell its oil. So I don't believe that oil prices will shoot up in or will go to. We are not going back to the Fukushima days, right?
No, we are not going back. But I'm saying whatever we do, there'll be some changes are going to happen. That is at
Obviously,
least
obviously, it all
50%.
depends on whether the war stops here or one strike, only one strike at a large oil field
Absolutely.
can change
Because
everything.
Iran is attacking all the neighbors and especially the oil fields, which has happened once they attacked Aramco, you remember, and that also had a huge effect on the oil. So these are the factors which will affect India. We have to appreciate that. Maybe we were already aware of that, and I think we have done some kind of calculation, whatever is possible. Having said that, on a long term, once the war ends, we are going to see some other geopolitical, structural changes as such.
I'm
Uh,
coming to that. I'm coming to that. But on what you said more about the petro products is far more important.
Absolutely.
LNG, it is coming
LNG,
all from Kuwait
yeah,
and
we don't have any other sources so far than Gulf. I mean, we have to maybe develop something. That's a very important part of it.
right. So LNG, and then if this affects the refining or petrochemical capacities over there, then in that case, those prices will shoot, which actually people talk about crude, but actually it is the petro product price cycle that hits you more.
And I have a thinking that maybe India will again start buying more oil from Russia because the Russian oil
Now that's quite that's
gas
open
price,
possibility.
and there'll be no more. I mean, of course, they're not listen naturally.
But
If there's
one thing is
energy,
certain, Shubhendu, is that whether you buy it from USA or from Russia or whatever, right? The transport cost is going to
yeah,
rise.
it's going to go up. Absolutely, absolutely, it's going to go up. Substantially, it's going to go up. Transport cost, logistic cost is going to go up substantially, and
You have
that
to
will
take a
happen.
circuitous route.
Absolutely, absolutely, that's going to go up. And Venezuela is nothing. It's only 1 million barrels. Is absolutely no match for any of these. So far,
No, no,
people
no.
are.
That
I
crude
heard
will
somebody
take a
was
long
talking.
5 years to come.
Yeah, I heard somebody talking about Venezuela. That has no effect. Of course, some US oil may come, but mostly you have to depend on these guys, Russia and the Gulf for the time being, and we have to manage with that. So that's what that's going to happen. But once it stops, the prices may settle to that some extent, and I'm sure it will stop maybe another 10 days or so, not more than that. Because
Don't
going
be
if it
so sure in the days of Trump.
I know what you were saying, not in the days of Trump, but I'm just only considering that the adversary of Trump is this is very weak. It is not having those
No, no,
support
no, no,
systems.
no, no. You are not fully correct. And if you have heard this man, uh, just forgetting his name, so he had a point that, yeah, what you are saying is people are anticipating, but at the same time, if you go and see Iran, right? So there is no strong opposition. The opposition that was erected is from the US, that Shah.
Right.
There is no strong opposition. The Iranian guards and etc. That hierarchy hasn't broken. Okay,
No, I'm not saying the regime change. I am saying the regime cool down, if not change.
that's right. But that is the longer
With the
term
same
impact
regime,
is
maybe with the same regime there will be some understanding and some kind of settlement, at least for the timing.
w-
Though
we
US,
don't want to discuss geopolitics here, but that is not going to be very because
it will be instability.
there are
Future
two
will be,
axes, Shias and Sunnis, right?
yeah,
So if the Shias go down, if the Shias accept defeat, and see with Israel, it is a very, very complex relationship. It is like India, Pakistan,
right,
right?
right.
So accepting defeat can only happen if they decide it as a strategic option just for the moment we are
Yeah.
backing
That's
down, which means that it is going to spiral in the days to come.
anyway. But I think the whole world is so unstable nowadays. Wherever, even if you find some settlement between Russia and Ukraine, I don't think that will also going to last long. Wherever, but only thing we can for
The
some time.
US Russia relationships are not going to change. I mean,
Yes,
it is not visible. So let us go back to the economy side. We have bigger worries. Leave aside the oil and petroproducts. These are everyone will be affected by that. And China has a bigger fight over there. Please understand that China used to buy
the
all
bigger.
the cheap discounted oil from Iran and Venezuela.
90% Chinese oil are from Iran.
Right. So if any country is most affected, it
It's
is
China.
China.
Yeah, absolutely.
And also the geopolitically, Russia, China, they all have stakes over there. So the problem is not going to end here, period.
I agree.
Uh,
Some people are saying that the
and the
war
problem
is
is not
more on
related,
China.
and
War
and
is
the
more on China than on Iran. There's just one more view is that is actually
obviously, the twin attacks on Venezuela and Iran both are cutting the energy sources to China.
China. Absolutely, yeah.
So it is not about prices, it is about the availability, which is now at
Yeah,
concern, right?
right.
Forget it. We have a separate issue over here. Number one is we have over a crore of people in Middle East. We practically run Middle East.
Hmm.
Number two is all our businessmen, all our reach, even a little
Ship.
reach, they have a base in Dubai,
Right.
right? So I saw, uh, probably it was Rupen Roy who said that the family offices should reconsider now.
Yes, I've seen that.
Suddenly the abode of peace, Dubai, is affected. Now, what will be the long-term impact of this disruption?
No, see, there are especially on India, not only Dubai, the whole of Gulf has another part is that we have a lot of our people working also there. Forget the reach or ultra reach or something there anyway. That's another issue. I'll come shortly. So far, everybody thought that Gulf is a very safe area and we should sit, especially the ultra reach. And even the people who used to go to Gulf, they're very happy that nobody is going to throw us out like certain countries is happening. So they're settling. They're very happy there. That is going to get affected. And as Mr. Roy has said, there are two other areas for the super rich they should think for investment. One is Singapore, another is Mauritius, which in between they have abandoned. They used to use that, but off late everybody went to
I think
Dubai.
Mauritius they abandoned after the tax avoidance treaty.
Tax avoidance, you see, and everybody gone to Dubai because of zero tax for super. Not
And
only us,
Singapore,
I'll
I
tell you.
think they are a little cagey about the strict law and order, strict
Yes, yes.
grip.
Strict grip and illegal things are not allowed. Not only us, I'll tell you, I know several large industrialists internationally. They have shifted from UK in last 6, 7 years. I've spoken to some of them, and in fact, they said that there was a UK. I think they have changed already the law. Taxation angle law has been earlier. All the super rich used to stay in UK because there was no wealth tax kind of thing. Now they have put something on that, so they are shifting to Dubai. Lots of them have shifted to Dubai.
Dubai and Russians shifted to Turkey.
Turkey, because it's Dubai also. If you know, there is a island which they're developing in Gulf for super rich only. You have to
Yeah, yeah.
buy.
Dubai. It's a concept,
No, I'm saying
unparalleled concept.
specific island which is being sold to the super rich for their bungalows, and a lot of people and their own bungalows, own helipad. So some 50, 100 people will be staying there. They can quickly come to Dubai,
So
buy.
now what will happen? Will people
So
keep on
there will
parking
be
their
there
assets
will
in
be
Dubai?
there will be some more working on that. I just on a very light note, about 6 months back, I was listening to somebody international expert that if Holocaust thing comes out, war and everything, what is the safest place on the world? Well, of course, you and I will never bother about that because we know we have to stay in Calcutta. We can say whether I should stay in Newtown or in Tollygunge kind of things. Nothing beyond that. Or we'll go to maximum maybe Delhi or Bangalore. So this guy was saying the safest, according to calculation, is a New Zealand. I'm just saying. I'm saying the staying safest. So they will find out which are the other safest place for investment, because New Zealand is not great for being an investor to stay and work from there. So far, I don't know if they may change the law, because it's not a see Dubai and
Yeah,
all
other
this.
problem is the geography. It is at one corner.
It's on one corner, right? But I'm saying that
And Dubai was a hub.
Dubai was a hub, and Dubai
You
was
know, from
only for this
Europe, whether
purpose.
it is from Europe or Asia, I mean,
Yeah.
it is 4, 5 hours
and
journey.
and they're friendly to everybody, so there's no issue with anybody fighting. Even with Iran also, they were not that unfriendly, unfortunately,
No, no, no. They
because they had
had no issues. They had no
only
issues.
because they had a US base, so they have been attacked. That's it. So in fact, they were very upset also that they thought they'll not be attacked, but that has happened. So my point is that ultra
Iran
rich,
is attacking because Iran wants to attack you on your economy.
yes, economy, and wherever US interest is, they're attacking there. So basically they will find some other places, but
So
it's going to be.
you are expecting our rich and super rich
Yeah.
to find alternate addresses.
They may reconsider Dubai in going forward, because see, everybody has their life is more important for anybody, so they will reconsider that,
I'm
even if they have.
expecting Dubai after this. I'm expecting UAE to
Yes.
shift their stance to some extent. They had no defense. They didn't
Right.
believe in defense. There is no bunker in Dubai,
Right.
right? So I think after this, they have to think about defense.
But that's for
That
their own people. That's for their own people. But outsiders don't bother that, you have bunker, so I'll stay in your bunker. They'll find a place which will be much more safer. Instead, where they don't have to go to bunker also. Think about yourself. Now you know that some place is very safe. Like Israel has a very rich place. They have good bunkers. You or I know. We'll go and stay there. No, even if they allow me, of course, they may not allow us.
No,
But
of
I'm saying,
course. I mean,
we'll not
if
do.
someone, if someone gives you all the, gives you all the comforts in life to Pakistan, are you
Yeah,
going
you'll
there?
not go. You'll not go there. So it's like this. So basically, poor people may go, because you have you see a lot of Indians go and work in such places. They were knowing very well Yemen.
That's separate. We are
That's
talking
a
about the
separate. But
rich.
rich people will
You
always
deal
find
with
a
the
time
rich,
and
and I
effort.
report on the rich.
Absolutely. So, so I'm saying that rich people will find a difference. different place. They may not be so comfortable in Gulf, which they were earlier. That's what is my reading about them.
So
Because
one
they,
one industry which was very thriving in India, I think at 10, 15 crores, you know,
yeah, you
flats
can.
in apartments in Dubai are
Yes,
cheaper to some extent from Bombay, right?
yes, right, right, right.
So
So
this
they will ship
industry
there.
was thriving.
They'll ship there. They'll open a small, company. I have met a couple of guys. They're from Calcutta. They have shifted there. And then they had small companies, some advisory and all. So I said, why did you? He said, first of all, zero tax. The Indians like zero tax all the time. They don't want to pay tax anyway. So the zero tax, nice life, a bit expensive. It's fine out with us. But I think those guys will reconsider Dubai, maybe given a chance, because this is not that safe anymore. They have understood, because it if with all the protection they can be attacked. It was very nice, not for especially neo rich or good rich, old rich. They will not like such things as such.
But
They
I
will
am
like
happy about something. So I
what?
knew a PSU director,
Yeah.
right? A power PSU. So he owned two apartments in Dubai. I
How
don't
did you
have
own
to
it?
tell you from where
Why
the
did you,
money
how did
came,
you own this?
right? So I'm happy if his asset price goes down.
But anyways, the money is he has anyway no value. Goes down. Only thing is gain will
So the
come
asset
down.
price will go down, right?
Yeah, yeah. Asset price will go down. It will go down. Of course, it will go down. Some people will sell, na, immediately sell and go get out and all. Like Burj can be attacked. Next to the
Right.
Burj there.
Right.
Yeah, that's it.
And that hotel where I
That
have
hotel,
been to,
Zumaira.
Zumaira, I have
Zumaira,
been there.
yeah. So these are the very worrisome videos, photos, and all, and especially people who believe that that's a nice place of business or even for leisure. It's risky, and so I feel there'll be effect on them. On
Yeah,
India,
yeah.
as I say, it's a short term. Long term, I would say that any rebuilding, anything, anywhere in the world, Indians get benefited. Wherever, whenever
Of
rebuilding
course, we
happens,
have less to
India
lose.
gets. So in Iraq war, Indians companies got benefited. Wherever there is a rebuilding is there, whether it's Iran or any other Gulf country, Indians companies are always
And
more
Iran, UAE is one of our closest friends.
closest way. So basically, but yes, I'm also affected that what will happen to our relation. Our relation with the Iran has helped us also geopolitically. That's another thing which the government has to think, that how we reorganize our things in the current scenario. If we are not able to use those port in Iran, which is of course we are not using for
We're
some
talking
time.
about Bandar Abbas.
Yeah, not Bandar
No,
Abbas,
sorry, Chabahar.
Chabahar, yes, which we are not
But
using. We have
I
only
think,
abandoned.
now looking at this development, right? See, whatever you and I discuss about geopolitics is almost like news, what comes out in newspapers, almost.
Exactly,
Right.
nothing more than that. Yes.
But they definitely had their own calculations. Now, after the US attack, and assuming that there is going to be a regime change, some way or the other, right? So I presume that it was done in right. It was good to do that because now you can redo it. You can re-enter into the scene probably because
I
at
don't know.
that time you had to
See, as
sacrifice.
you say, anything regime change is something which is difficult. As you also said, I also believe so. With the regime coming down, current regime coming down, it will continuous problem is going to be there, and so
I
that we
think
have.
they are. If you have hard Trump, it is
Yes, but
he's
Trump is
living in
saying that
some
they are
mad world.
talking.
I don't know. I heard a speech. He said he asked his security advisor that how long would it take to eliminate ISIS? He said 4 weeks, but his generals are saying 4 5 years, and
Right.
Trump said do it in 2 weeks. I mean,
It's like a company running, no?
I
Where
mean,
a company boss says, no, no, how long you take to do this job is a
honestly,
big
as
deal.
if people are on grass. They are talking,
So, but
and
he says we are talking, so they should have spoken to my. So I think he's also in a mood to settle this, because today I saw a statement of him saying that, well, they are now talking to us. They should have spoken to us earlier, and we are also talking. We'll settle it. That's what he
no, no,
said.
that's all wrong. You see, Oman was the mediator of the talks. So Oman, the day before this attack took place, Oman
Invade.
said that they are ready to do
Yeah,
that. Okay,
but
they
they
are
did
ready to
in public.
compromise. So you only attacked, and it is a civilizational country. So don't expect them to go
Absolutely.
down.
It's a, I mean, civilization country you are attacking. So, even if there is a lot of
It's a very
opposition to
proud country.
that,
Iranians are very
public,
proud.
yeah, exactly. Public may not like that. Even if they have internal differences, whenever somebody outside comes and attacks, their local
That is
people,
it. That is it. So
they
they are
they
not
may
going
not,
to take it like lying down.
it may hurt their pride. Because we know such, Iranians, Persians, they're very, very proud for their civilization. They're very important for them. So that's a very important part of it, as you very rightly pointed out. So we have to see how things go. But anyway, coming back to our Indian economy, we are getting affected. And once it settles, then only maybe we'll get some reprieve, I
Some more
believe.
contracts.
Some more. So right now we have to just sit back and relax and see exactly
So
how it is
our
going.
reaches might be concerned seeing their asset values going down, but we
Yes.
are laughing because their asset values are going down.
Yeah, because our asset value anyway goes down whenever the war happens
So
in a different way.
once again I remember that director who had two apartments in Dubai and he is today
He is going
crying.
to, he is going to, I mean, you should have thought of buying somewhere else, maybe Singapore.
Chalo. So
Okay.
nice talking to you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.